water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
I believe Earth can save the world. This is crazy that you remember the first episode line, right?
So many times.
Oh no, it's the
It's
general
like
one.
every episode.
That's the general, because the first episode had like a longer introduction or something.
No, it was the same. I think.
No, it was different. It was
Yeah?
different. Yeah. The very, very first episode, it had a longer intro.
Time to rewatch.
A reason to rewatch.
I'm gonna actually rewatch it, but I just have to commit to a language because at this point I know it so well that I could be watching in a different language and know what they're talking about.
Oh wow!
So I was actually watching it in Dutch when I was in Netherlands. And I could understand quite some stuff, but I did have to put English subtitles below. I was mostly not reading them, only if I I don't know what that means, I read them. I could understand a lot, but then it's like you watch something to be chilled, right? You want to chill, you want to relax. And this was like studying. I was like mentally so locked in because I have to think about what I'm hearing so much. So it was like more studying, not chilling. So halfway through I switched back to English.
Oh really? But did it like help to improve your Dutch?
It would definitely help if I actually keep watching.
doing
I
it.
think I went through like maybe half a season, maybe a season. So.
Hmm.
But it's a good way to learn, yeah. Because also in general for language learning, I heard people saying like you have to submerge yourself in that language, even if you don't understand what they're saying. Just keep it in your ears, keep listening to it, because at some point it's gonna like your brain gets used to the sounds.
Yes.
Your brain gets used to like what are the like patterns and stuff. And even if you don't understand anything, but you just constantly in the background or somewhere, or even music, blast that language, is going to be so much easier for your brain to get used to it than like, oh yeah, I learn 15 minutes a day and then I'm cut off from it.
Now this is what happened in China when I was like also learning it. For me, it was such a big problem to listen to people because all the words just became one long word and I just couldn't know where's the space in between. I don't know how it works, how our brains really work, because something snapped. I woke up and I could understand. I know where's the spaces. It's not like one. It just happens.
In German, it was the same. I did it for multiple years in school. And at first, it was like, I genuinely don't know where one word ends and the other begins. Like, I have no idea. But now, the more you listen to that language, the more you're like, even if I don't understand anything, I know where one word ends at least and the other begins. And at that point, you can start just sending like separate words that you actually recognize. So you have to like, it's even being in that environment, even if you don't understand anything, it's good.
Just, it's a lot of things just happened, not consciously, but subconsciously. The problems with the words, and just we don't feel it, but our body is doing so much, and especially our brains, the neurons are crazy. So just be in that environment and you will adapt.
You're not gonna be as fast in learning it as the kids.
Yeah. Oh my! It's like a sponge. Kids are like sponge.
But think about like kids listen to that language all the time, even if they don't understand it, and at some point they start understanding it. Yeah, and it's not gonna be as fast for you. You have to actually put an effort for it because you're not as like you're not developing as fast. But being in the environment helps a lot.
Yes, like. When I was like teaching English for the Chinese kids, the 2-year-old, it's amazing how kids works, how their brain works. Yeah. The first half year, bit problematic because I did not understand Chinese. She had no knowledge in English. It was like few times she would like spill some English words. The other half of that year, it was crazy. Every day a new word. Then she would start mixing Chinese and English, and then it's like full English, and she understands what I'm asking. It's like just 1 year. In 1 year, she learned that in language. Such a massive word, like this collection in 1 year.
For us, it's like I learned it when I was already older, but still in school already,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 5th, 6th grade. I just started looking at stuff online, and it was all in English, and then movies
Mm-hmm.
and video games, like specifically Minecraft. And I don't know, even then, like your brain picks it up way faster. Because I remember in Minecraft, it took me like a month to know everything, what it's called and what it means.
Yes.
And now I think if I were to like switch the language, it would be way more difficult. But even then, it was already like picking up the language was so fast just by watching stuff. And I knew zero English in 3rd grade. I remember going to English class. I knew nothing because my language was Latvian and my second language was Russian because my parents decided to teach me Russian. Like, my babysitter was Russian. She spoke to me in Russian and I learned the language like that. And then I watched like movies either in Latvian or in Russian. And then after that, like, we got different TV channels and I stopped watching them in Russian, started watching them in English. I started like doing the internet, which was in English, because I didn't really know how to read in Russian. Like, the letters, I didn't really know them. And I just picked it up as well.
Yeah.
But I know for a lot of people, if they start picking it up at school, they never get that good. But yeah, for little kids, my brother was we were walking around with someone who speaks English and he's like 6 years old and he just kind of grew up with technology. Like, we just let him be, and he was watching a lot of TV and stuff. Yeah. And at some point he was like, we were translating for him the English to Latvian, and at some point he just starts talking to the guy. It was actually a hike with survival stuff. Like, we were actually learning, like, it was someone from Spain or something, and we were learning survival stuff, and he just starts talking English with him, and we were like, bro, he knows English. We didn't know he knows English.
When he was 6 years old,
he
still that
already
age.
knew English, and we didn't know. Like, we didn't know he knows English. We're like,
it was like a
how
surprise.
did you even learn that? We didn't teach you. Like, where did you pick that up? We didn't know he knows the language. But at that point, I was watching everything in English, my brother also. So, well, he was around that language. He just kind of picked it up. Now he speaks perfectly in it.
Yes. So their brains, the kids' brains, it's a sponge.
It's wonderful. When I was going to street workout, I was going with 2 of my classmates. Like, they weren't mean girls, but they gave the vibe sometimes. One time they were like, you're not small, you're just short. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we know small girls. They're like, they're just smaller in size. You're just short, but you're the same width. Like Viking women were, with like broad shoulders. And I was like, why would you say that?
Did they just like called you fat or muscular?
Not even fat.
What was
just
that?
Like, they called me wide because I was not fat. I was never fat. And
Yeah,
I could do like way more push-ups than those. I bet they were jealous. I bet they were jealous that I could like do pull-ups and stuff.
Probably.
But no. It was actually, I get their point. Yeah. Because usually when I see someone who is like my shortness, like, people see me and they're like, oh, I thought you would be taller. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not, because I just look wide. I don't know how.
Oh my god, that's
But I'm actually pretty sure. But when I start next to a short person, they look smaller than me, just in general. And then I'm like, wow.
You're just wide.
But now, someone called, like, Viking women, they weren't tall, they were just wide. I was like,
but that's a compliment.
I'll take that. Fuck it. I bet all of them could beat your asses up, okay? So I could as well.
Yeah. No, it's cool to be a Viking. Why not?
Yeah, but anyways, I got called wide. But then after that, I got called kind of like looking like a Viking woman, so I don't know what to make of it. Is that
like, is it like bullying? Is it like compliment? What was it at the end?
Calming
down.
Calming down. Do you think being called wide is bullying? You're not small, you're just short, like, duh!
You're not fat, you're just wide.
I have abs. Well, kind of. Okay, I have this thing, okay?
I have this thing, a line, I have a line.
I'm not even fat, I'm just wide. I would Thanks to my dad for giving me these shoulders, man.
But that's
and then
cool.
After that, they're like, this girl has wide shoulders. You know what we should do? Send her swimming. She's gonna have even wider ones.
But that's so cool.
Because
What?
swimming like really
Yes.
trains that. Even my like athletics teacher was like, I did swimming for a while and I noticed my shoulders getting like much wider. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Wait, I need to go back at swimming. I like wide shoulders.
You should get, like, for you, yes. But if you already had, my sister is complaining that she has wide shoulders, but compared to
What?
me, she actually looks small, not just short. I look short. I don't know how to explain the difference, but it's definitely there.
and short. You know, I never like thought about it deeply. I thought small, short, same thing. Apparently not. You can't just call her small. You have to call her short
No, don't.
or wide.
I mean, yeah. Why would you? No, don't call me wide, guys. If y'all are calling me wide in the comments,
Comment below. That means more views. Okay, let's not bullying. I'm not encouraging bullying.
you are encouraging.
I'm not. Don't comment. Don't comment. I was not a bully, so
You are encouraging bullying.
don't just call her short. So.
What?
Oh, okay.
Big cities are psychological.
In a way, because when they're putting the big posters on the big cities, right, to promote something, anything, it's a bit a psychology trick because people think they have achieved something in their life when they move in the big cities. So the advertisements work better, more effective than if it would be put on a countryside. That's the way. And just in general, everybody's just pushed in the big cities, in the small houses with small rooms. You have to share with other people and have to pay enormous amount of money, and food is expensive. Everything's expensive. But
The
that's
food is almost the same, to be fair. But I agree. Like, if I were to move to a big city, I would feel like, yeah, I did something with my life and I just moved.
yeah, that's the trick, exactly.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you pay like a buttload of in rent and live with somewhere else. But then my mom was always, she had a dream of like, oh, I'm gonna move to an apartment in a warm country. And then she saw a clip that said, that's a scam, guys. If you have a house and you have a forest next to yourself and you have like a place to go out into the nature, you won in life. And she was like, maybe I am good where I am, you know? Maybe like a house in the middle of nowhere in the forest where you can actually go and get mushrooms because they grow there,
and it's natural.
It's better than having an apartment in a bigger city because, well, you're kind of squished in there.
Yeah, that's
Bigger
the
depression
big
rates.
problem.
I wonder why. Okay, we kind of have bigger depression rates here because we have no sun. Now we have sun.
Now, not the best example, but most of the times it takes it's like at 8 or 9 a.m. when the sun comes here, and it's so hard to wake up, at least for me.
Did you know that there's actually a third set of teeth ready to be grown?
Third set of teeth?
Yeah.
What do you mean third set of teeth?
Like there's the basically like roots, like there's stuff in our
so if
gums.
this one fails, another one can come out?
It can, it just won't, but it's like it has the how do you say that? It has like the root ready to be grown. It hasn't grown yet, of course, we would see that, but it's ready to be grown. And actually some startup somewhere in Japan or whatever, they are developing like an injection that makes the tooth grow. So if it falls out, like your serious tooth, like the first one we get as kids, the second one, even if it has to be taken out, you can inject something that makes like the protein that is blocking the growth of the third one go away, and it starts growing, and you can regrow your tooth for the second time in your life, because we actually have it in us. It's really weird to me that we have it and it doesn't really happen in our lifetimes. It almost feels like we are meant to live longer. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like our teeth are meant to fall out at some point again and regrow again. We just never get to that age, or for some reason it doesn't happen. It's so weird to me. Why doesn't it happen? Why do we even have this third set of teeth ready to go? Why can't we get there? It's like, are we meant to live longer? Maybe we come from a different planet and this sun or atmosphere ages us faster than we were aging before, because a lot of like I've seen theories say, oh yeah, humans are so not made for this earth, our backs start hurting, blah blah blah. Okay, we live a sedentary life. If we actually work out and not just sit at the office chair, maybe our backs don't start hurting that fast. But it's like the entire structure of it, the way that our bodies react to this gravity is kind of wrong.
Yes.
So it's like this theory, we actually came from a different planet with a different atmosphere, with a different sun, and with a different gravitational pull. And now we're here, and we are adapted, but not like fully. There's stuff where we are not like meant for this place.
Wow. So there's...
It's a theory.
Yeah, no, of course. This is very... Wow. So there's something it's missing to activate that third growth.
It's like a protein or like a thing blocking it, and you can actually do an injection to unblock it.
Activate
Yeah, to like remove that, you activate the growth.
Oh, so there's like a block or something missing to activate?
No, there's like a block, there's something like blocking it.
Maybe...
The thing is, like, maybe it would actually automatically happen once we reach a certain age or once like it falls out, but it doesn't. And it's like, why make them if not use them? Like, nothing in our body happens just because, you know, we have a tailbone because we used to have a tail or something. I think.
You can do with the ears, the, you know, when you can like move more, like cats do. They shift.
Really? Yeah, we can do it a little bit, but
a little bit. But they like we're used to like do it more. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because we also like could do like.
We could do that.
Yeah, well, that's what the biology teacher said to me.
So maybe we could be able to grow third set of teeth way before, when maybe we were doing something that deteriorated them faster. But we have a lot of old people whose teeth are falling out. My question is, why are they not regrowing back if they could? Why is that? Like, it's so it's interesting, and I kind of wish I knew more biology or something like that in this case to like find out more, because I don't understand why does that happen.
So the question is how we lived like 10,000 years ago if we had like this. And there's like probably more things that... Another
interesting thing is that in the Bible, it was like written that the first humans lived to 900 years. It's, I don't know, I started kind of listening to it, and then I got really bored because they were like describing the entire family tree of some dudes that
some dudes.
I was like, but it was said that these guys, like the first sons of Adam, and then the creation, and then something about God, I genuinely have not read the Bible, do not quote me on this, but they lived to very old age, 600 to 900 years, like these men lived, you know, and it makes sense. If you actually live to like 900 years, you would need multiple sets of teeth. It's, I'm not saying it's like true and like, but it's not that far-fetched to say that a human could live longer than we are living now, because there's like animals that live way longer. Like turtles live to 150, right? There are jellyfish who never die if they're not killed.
Really?
They just never die.
They just live. They don't forever. Age. What is the biology of jellyfish?
You should check it out. It's interesting. Jellyfish don't age. They just like, they keep living. And it's something to do with the fact that they're constantly regenerating or what. So if they're not killed, they keep living. And it's like, the Bible's, it's actually wrong because it says like they lived for 900 years. Maybe, who am I to say that they did? Maybe at some point there were some species of human that lived for longer than we think. Like maybe they discovered the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know.
No, but like think about it. They had natural food. They were outside in the sun. They were more advanced. Like, would you know how to make fire right now if I like throw you outside?
That's what we're gonna show you.
Exactly. Like, they were just much more advanced. They talked more about chakras, more about the body, the energy.
That's two different people, but that's like separating India from what happened in Europe. But yes.
No, it's like, okay, in the Bible it like never says chakras. It's just said differently, and then there's like the 7 deadly sins, which is kind of represents the 7 chakras. In a way, that's why
I have seen that the Bible could be a code, and I am really interested in the Gnostic view of the Bible, who are saying like, actually this earth is a trap, the god is a false god, it's Satan, and then there's like a higher god who is actually light, and we are all part of it. I've seen a lot of that recently for some reason, but yeah, there's definitely like people who think the Bible is a code and stuff. In the end,
it's interesting. The Bible.
I just, a lot of things about humans don't add up to me. I don't know. Like I am watching at myself through a camera. Like what is this?
Big
what
ego. No.
We are born helpless and featherless. So what?
Yeah, why we don't have wings? I want to fly. Like what the heck?
Birds fly because they have very porous bones. So
they're much lighter. I know, and they have the special, what is it called? The oxygen lung thingy to help them like fly.
I saw a video that actually said that the Philosopher's Stone has been discovered. You know what it is? So basically this guy, it's a YouTube channel called The Y Files, and it's a really interesting channel that like goes through a lot of mysteries and like conspiracy theories, and one of them was about the Philosopher's Stone, and that people were really obsessed with finding it, right? They were really obsessed with finding it in the Middle Ages and even before that. And like kings who wanted to live forever commissioned alchemists to find it, and that's how chemistry was made first. Like it was alchemy with people trying to find the Philosopher's Stone and discovering a lot of other things in the meanwhile. Like they discovered like chemical processes, a lot of different, medicines. And then there was one guy who claimed to have discovered it and something. And in the end, he was like, actually, there was a book that showed up on the internet where it was like the Philosopher's Stone and how to make it was really coded and like written in a code so that no person can really properly understand it. But here it's written plainly. And what the book describes is like in an immense detail what you have to do to your pee to turn it into a stone. So basically you take your pee and then you do a lot of stuff with it. Like you make it evaporate, heat it for a consistent time in a consistent way. Something in multiple years, maybe 7 years or something, in multiple years, if you do everything correctly, it's gonna turn into like a reddish stone.
That's
like a crystally reddish stone.
That's the philosopher.
There's a theory that that's actually the Philosopher's Stone, and there was a whole website about it, a blog, and then the book is like gone. You still can find it, but like from there it's gone, and the website is kind of gone. But there's still people who said that it's like they tried it or it works or something. I'm not sure what you have to do with the stone afterwards, maybe eat it or what, but basically you take pee and you turn it. And it's interesting because in a lot of ways like pee was seen as like life,
Well, you pee on the grass and then the grass, the plants, the tree takes the pee and it grows.
It was weird because even if it's a joke, it's a really, really, really time-consuming joke. Like, it's real. Like
you don't know how their humor really was back specific.
Then. No, not back then. This book was like, I am actually decoding everything about the Philosopher's Stone so that any ordinary person can make it, because everything about the Philosopher's Stone is written in like code or weird ways. This is putting it plainly, and it was like such a intricate, like it was so detailed about how to actually turn your pee into that stone.
I would never guess that you can do something with your pee like that. But
apparently you actually can. And there were people who said they succeeded. And then the book just disappeared, kind of. I'm not sure what happened to the forum.
How long the pee has to stay and it can turn into that stone?
I don't know. It takes a while. It takes years, literally years.
Alright, you guys, doomsday can happen anytime. So when you pee, refrigerate it right now.
No, you have to.
And then sell it for millions of dollars.
You have to do alchemy to it, do chemistry.
Oh, so you have to put something other elements, boil it, or freeze it.
Filtrate it, boil, heat it, that's the thing. It's not just like this guy saying, leave your piss out on the windowsill for 7 years. No, it's the book is written in such detail what to chemically do to it. But in the end, apparently, you get the stone. And that's apparently the Philosopher's Stone. And it's it was in us all along. And there was apparently someone who had written about it before, but it's just so coded and weirdly written that nobody could replicate it or understand it. But people were truly obsessed with finding this stone. Like every chemist or alchemist, was really obsessed with finding the stone. And so it's interesting. I don't know, why would a book like that just randomly show up?
Yeah. Nothing happens without like reason. Nothing. It's so
And
random.
why would it be so detailed?
Exactly.
So yeah, that video, I thought it was so funny because like the Y-Files guy was explaining for a while like this history, everything, and then when it's just like in the end, yeah, guys, it's your pee.
This long video, and in the conclusion, it's all about your pee.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can say is that filtrate your water with different kinds of materials, boil the water, and don't forget about your pee. Do some chemistry on it and turn it into a stone and sell it later for 1 million euros. That's
Bro,
the
if
plan.
it's actually a stone that makes you age less, then it's more. I forgot what the book is called, but you can check out the video on the Y-Files, and then on that video they say what the book is called. Yeah.
All right, so there you go,
I
guys.
low-key wanna try. Like, I wanna try just to see what I get in the end, if I actually
It's still,
get the stone.
like, in this kind of chemistry perspective, it's still interesting to see what's happening with the pee.
There were some people that say that they actually succeeded in making it.
Oh,
But I'm not sure if, like...
I'm curious how long it takes, though.
Yeah, years. I don't know how specifically.
Wait, let's say if ChatGPT knows, if he has this knowledge, I'm like curious. Can I like do it right now? Like, will I be still alive
I'll
when
ask
it
Gemini.
Oh, okay. You're a Gemini? Okay, I go to ChatGPT.
Let's see what it says.
How do you spell Philosopher's Stone?
It's called The Book of Aquarius. It was released online around 2010. Oh, the entire process takes approximately 3 to 8 years.
Oh, that's not so long.
That's kind of long just to find out that you did it wrong and then have to start over again.
Oh, ChatGPT said short answer, never.
What? The breakdown, the book outlines a dry path and a wet path, but focuses heavily on a slow, low-heat incubation process intended to mimic the natural cycles of the earth. There's preparation for 1 month, then the black stage, the white stage, and the red stage.
Wait, how is the book called?
The method is based on the real 17th century alchemy, an alchemist named Henning Brand, where he followed a similar recipe.
Oh.
He did discover phosphorus.
Good to know. Yeah,
because phosphorus glows in the dark and can so spontaneously ignite, Brand initially believed he had found the everlasting fire of the stone.
Oh, he found something different.
It's like the first time a new element was discovered since antiquity. Like since the period of antiquity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't give me an answer. It's like, again,
okay.
Never.
Attempting these processes is dangerous due to the production of toxic fumes like ammonia or phosphorus.
Yeah,
and the extreme fire hazards involved. So you should definitely do it, but just do it outside or in a different room or something. No, guys, don't do it if you don't understand what you're doing chemically, because you can genuinely...
Disclaimer.
Even like mixing the wrong cleaning supplies together,
oh
you
my
can
God.
create gases that are...
Oh, that makes sense.
Are toxic, and you can literally die or get poisoned or poison in the lungs. But yeah, there's this thing, Book of Aquarius...
What did you just say?
Book of Aquarius.
Oh, Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounded something different.
It's
okay.
so insane.
This is crazy. Wow, I would never thought I would learn such a knowledge in my life.
Yeah. No, I was watching that video and I was I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to end with like, and by the way, it might be your pee.
In conclusion.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had worms. It was insane. Oh
really?
my God.
You had like diarrhea all the time?
No, it's like the time you feel it is when they're crawling out of your butthole and it itches as
You solved
kids have them a lot.
Did you solve them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for real?
It's like the small ones, like little kids. They're really popular because their eggs are like easy to transfer, and like if you don't wash your hands once, you can get them. So like, it's not an uncommon thing to have parasites. Well, okay, if we're going into conspiracy theories, there's actually like a thing where a lot of our illnesses are caused by parasites in general, like other ones. Those are like the basic worms, you know, they go in, they come out, but then there's also other things, such as like even certain types of cancer are caused by parasites, but they're not treated as by parasites because that would mean you drink a pill and you're gonna like be fine, right?
Yeah.
But treating cancer is way more expensive. So why would they treat the parasites if they can treat something that you will pay more for, you know?
Yeah, it's a big
And
business
it's
model.
apparent. I heard this girl saying like, I don't know, we live next to Russia. I don't think we have that, but that she's from Russia, and she was like, yeah, we have these special clinics that deal with specifically parasites, all types of it. And then in America, you don't even have like proper medicine for it. Nobody tests for that. Nobody deals with that. They just deal with like the side effects, and like a lot of the side effects are actually parasites. So you should like, at least if you have a cat or something at house, you should deworm yourself at least once a year or once half a year. And I was like, okay, it actually makes sense, kind of, because if I think about it, parasites could be everywhere, but like nobody deals with them, you know. And not always, like sometimes maybe your stomach hurts, but not always. Sometimes it's
Is the parasite?
sometimes something else hurts, and then they deal with something else, or like, or oh, your tummy hurts, here, drink this like pill, and then this pill and this pill, and like none of them are actually dealing with the core issue.
They're making side effects.
Yes.
So then again, you can buy new medical medicine, spend more money, then they create another side effect, and then again you spend more money, then you have cancer, then you spend money on the chemotherapy, and then 50-50 chance you will survive. If you have
mystical issues and you don't know why, try deworming. Like, genuinely try. Because parasites are... Try deworming. Like, if you have mystical issues or your stomach hurts randomly, I don't know. I think it's not a thing in other countries, but try. Genuinely just deworm yourself, even if you have nothing. Even if you have nothing. I do remember we were thinking about, like, natural remedies for stuff. And one of them is, like, really bitter teas. And, like, this lady that lives in the forest, basically a fucking forest witch, okay? She prescribed them to me. And then I had to drink this, like, really bitter tea. But I don't remember what it helped with. But apparently it's also, like, it works well against the worms because they don't like... Or also, a lot of people say, oh yeah, a lot of my issues got fixed when I became a carnivore. Okay, maybe it's because, like, it induces the same thing as fasting, you know, for a while. But also, parasites thrive from carbohydrates. And also certain cancers do. Yes, so if you eat only protein, which I'm not suggesting you do, but, like, if you eat only protein, you basically take away their food. And they're like, oh, abandoned ship, we can't get our food here. Yes. So it's like... Sometimes you just have to deworm, and I think people should be doing it more often.
Yes, this is the basic medicine. It's not medicine, it's, how do you say, the natural medicine, the teas, everything. Homeopathy, yeah, homeopathy. Yeah, that's like how it was 100 years ago, just 100 years ago. It was... That's how it was. There was no these chemical medicine.
I was watching a video on homeopathic cures, and I'm kind of conflicted because sometimes it's like, it's basically like using what you got ill from to cure something, and then, like, if you are allergic, or like using a tiny bit of venom, for example, but sometimes it gets diluted so much that there's not even a single particle of that left, so it kind of doesn't make sense. But when we're saying, like, homeopathic practices, I think it's more of like, you can use natural ingredients to achieve the thing you need, not like petroleum-based bullshit.
Yes, they're petroleum-based, for real.
Yeah, a lot of medicine are for some reason.
They're basically all of it, I don't know, because of one rich guy. But I think, okay, that's like a whole different topic.
Rockefeller!